I used to walk around the block. I used to walk around the long way home just so I don't run into nobody in the street so they could laugh at me. That's the type of life I was living, yo. That's really the type of life I was living. I was scared all the time. I was scared to be talked about. I was scared for people to like see me, notice me, have something to say. I was scared all the time. Today we're going to do a video that's very near and dear to my heart. Today we're going to do growing up being dark skinned, my experience, what I went through. And let's do this. So first off, I want to say that I have siblings. So, my brother and my sister, I'm the oldest, so I have a younger brother and a younger sister. Oftentimes people will compare me and my sister to each other. They will like call us twins. That, oh, Khadijah, look at your twin. Oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, my mother would dress us in the same clothes, so it wouldn't help, right? But my sister is a couple shades lighter than me. So people used to clown me like, oh, she the ugly sister. Oh, Najma the pretty sister, you know? Like, it used to be like, yeah, it used to be like the ugly sister, right? Whatever that means. For as long as I remember, that's been like what it was, that people used to always like kind of say my sister was prettier, give my sister more attention. And it's crazy to say that even though we're both, you know what I mean, not light skin or anything like that, there is colorism within the black community. Like, that's a thing. People are colorist. Does that make sense? People are discriminatory based on skin tone within the black community. And I learned that so early in the game. I learned that darker skin was the less desirable way early in the game. So now this whole shift of people feeling dark skinned people and people, you know, like fetishizing, which is what it feels like to me, like fetishizing or really amping up by people or giving them a spotlight, which I'm not mad at. For me, I'm gonna capitalize off of it, but it was never like that before, you know. I specifically remember like going out to play. Like, my mother would let us she would let us go outside, but it had to be like she had to be able to see us. So I wasn't able to go to like the big park, even though it was right across the street, because she couldn't physically see us. So I remember going outside and people used to clown me all the time. Oh, nah, midnight. Oh, she mad black. Oh, people used to clown me all the time. And I recall getting to a point where it was like my mother would let us go outside and I would tell her, nah, I'm good. I don't want to go outside. I'd be scared to go outside because people would clown me. I'd be scared to go outside because people was already looking for me, so they could crack jokes on me. I walk past, I don't say no words, people laughing at me because I'm dark, because I'm black. You feel me? So that was like the weirdest thing for me. And getting older, people still laugh, you know, people still clown me, but it's like my mindset is different. But I can't lie, it did scar me. And it was like when I walked past groups of people, when I heard somebody laughing, I would always jerk back, assuming that somebody was clowning me. I would jerk back, assuming somebody was coming for me. You know what I mean? And I'd be ready to clap back, ready to snap, ready to not like that person, not knowing even what the context of the conversation was, because I was so used to being laughed at to my face as a child, or being laughed at, like, and knowing that that's why I was laughed at, because it's something that I can't even control, something that I did not decide for myself. That was a big thing. In school, like, all the like Valentine's Day, all the girls would get like little gifts, and all the girls would get like all these secret admirers and all this love, and all these dudes would play booty tag and like chase all the girls and all this other stuff, and I would always be dead last. Like, picking people for teams, I would be dead last. Like, people just didn't mess with me. They didn't mess with me. And yeah, I was like very, very, very insecure. I remember feeling very bad about myself. I remember, like, specifically, clearly, like, there was a point where I was so tired that there's a discount store like around my area. growing up, and I went to the store and I scouted at the store, and I was so embarrassed to, you know what I mean, save my money that my dad was giving me to buy bleaching creams, so I would steal bleaching creams. And it's so horrific to think about now, but it was like I would look up natural ways to lighten your skin, and I would like put a bunch of lemon juice and all this other stuff on my skin, trying to make myself look more desirable, trying to make myself look more appealing. And I'm so sorry. I just want to say I'm so sorry to myself, like, that I would put myself in a position like that. But I didn't know any better. I didn't know that that was not the best way to deal with things. I didn't know that that wasn't loving myself. I felt like that was me loving myself, me going out the way to figure out ways. I said, oh, when I'm 18, when I'm legal, when I leave my house, the first thing I'm doing is bleaching my skin. And I would talk to my friends about it all the time. The first thing I'm doing is bleaching my skin. I don't care. And they used to, like, really clown me. They used to really clown me, like, really? You really want to do that? And I'm like, yeah. Y'all don't understand. I wake up every morning. I come to school. I got to deal with the same things. People clowning me every day for the same thing. I'm tired. When I bleach my skin, maybe people will mess with me more. When I bleach my skin, all my brown friends and all my light-skinned friends, they'll all be able to have less of a burden. I have friends that used to tell me, people used to come into the mass, and I'm like, why are you friends with that girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, you too good to be friends with her, type of thing. People used to really make me out to be a monster and really corner me and try to clown me all the time because of my skin tone. And I don't think people understand the severity of that, yo. I really was in a whole war with myself. It's no game. It's not something to take lightly. And colorism is something that still exists now. So when people be talking about, dark skinned girls just ugly. They always think somebody trying to call them ugly because they dark skinned. Now you're ugly because you just look ugly. And I'm just like, why is there this line anyway, this divide? Why I can't love me, they can't love them, and we can love each other? Why does it have to be I love myself, so that means that I have to talk down on another skin tone or talk down on another race? Why does it have to be like that? Why can't we love ourselves without hating others? Like, so yeah, really, honestly, I'm just saying, like, it was just like, then it was the whole cyberbullying thing, and it was growing up being cyberbullied, and that framed everything. That framed this brand. That framed everything that I've been doing since then, has been to prove to other people that that is not just your end. When somebody tries to tell you who you are, you stand up and you tell them who you are. You tell them that they are wrong. You tell them that that is not what you represent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to defend yourself. And so, I can't lie, I'm very grateful for that event in my life, because it's built me to be where I am now. Being born the skin tone that I am has helped me to become the person that I am now. Like, if I didn't want to go bleach my skin, if I didn't want to go through all of these other things, I wouldn't have been able to discover myself, and I wouldn't have been able to discover my purpose. And so, yeah, like, growing up dark skin was just a lot on me mentally. You gotta think, being 9, 10, 11, and people calling you all these crazy names. Go back to Africa. Go do this. And I'm just like, ultimately, my ancestors came from Africa, but, yo, my family is Guyanese. You know? And I love African culture. But I'm saying, for the fact that people just want to corner you in this one thing because of your skin tone, they want to assume that you something that you're not. It's crazy. It's insane. Yo, like, so, like, I peeped so much stuff so early. I used to walk around the block. I used to walk around the long way home just so I don't run into nobody in the street so they could laugh at me. That's the type of life I was living, yo. That's really the type of life I was living. I was scared all the time. I was scared to be talked about. I was scared for people to like see me, notice me, have something to say. I was scared. all the time. And yeah, like, I just gotta say that being born the way that I am has really shaped me, has really shaped my life in a way that I can't even begin to put into words, and I'm just so grateful. And that's my story about being, like, growing up dark skinned. It was just like my mom used to have to tell me all the time. She used to have to reassure me, like, you're beautiful, not because you're my child, but because you're beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, I it was just a lot, and it took a lot to be where I am today. So that's kind of like briefly what it was like growing up dark skin for me. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.